going to turn. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You are listening to Financial Survival, sponsored by Discount Gold and Silver Trading. I'm Melody Cedarstrom, and thank you for joining us this afternoon. It is the 11th of December, 2009. It is Friday, and again, what a week it has been. What a year. What a past couple of, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15 years it has been. And that's how long Discount Gold and Silver has been here for you. 800-375-4188 for all your gold and silver coin needs. Visit our website at discountgoldandsilvertrading.net. Listen to the radio programs. There's articles you can read, and of course there's do's and don'ts, questions and answers at discountgoldandsilvertrading.net. And, of course, if you have any questions for the program, and, folks, it is Friday. Help us out. Send us some questions. We do have some, and they've been coming in here and there throughout yesterday and today. But we certainly need some. There's lots of things going on. We'll answer all questions. Direct those to discountgoldandsilver@yahoo.com. And, folks, this program is replayed various times throughout the day. If you have a question, you can always send it there, and we can address your question even though you're listening at a different time of the day or evening, and that is discountgoldandsilver@yahoo.com. Well, I think we'll just go right to the gold prices. Gold down $14.30 at 11/16/50. We have silver down 20 at 17.18. Platinum was up, though, today, up $2 at 14.35. And we have palladium down $4 at 365. So, soft day in the market, but a lot of you continue to take advantages of the pullback in gold. And we're still up considerably from where we were, but give us a call for all your gold and silver coin needs. Got some great buys on $20 gold pieces. We'll get to those later. We have Robert Chapman joining us from the International Forecaster. Good afternoon, Bob.
Good afternoon again.
And how are you today?
Well, pretty good. Pretty good. I've been pretty busy as usual.
As we've been here, too.
How about, how much was the Dow down?
I don't think it was down at all. Let me get to my screen here real quick. I showed it was up.
Down earlier. I didn't see it as of late.
Well, I can just tell you here, if it's Friday, I swear they play with my computer.
I need the USDX, too.
Well, I just had that. The USDX was up 58 at 76.58.
Well, obviously, the government knew ahead of time what the Reuters consumer confidence figures were going to be, because they started to hit gold, drive the dollar up, and drive the market up prior to the announcement.
Well,
and
the Dow was up.
Go ahead.
The Dow was up 65.
So they used the opportunity. I think the consumer confidence index moved from like 67 to 73, and they knew it was coming. They started hitting it before that, and so they knocked silver and gold down based on that. That's why the market gained, and of course they ran the dollar up as well. And so we have another day that we have to put up with on the downside. I thought perhaps we had finished, but obviously we haven't. And just gives you another opportunity to buy. There's a lot of strength in the shares. They were off, but they weren't off that much. I'll have a recap at the break in the half hour. For those of you who haven't been listening or watching the news, the Financial Regulation Act was passed by the House today, and within there was a very strong part which pertains to the content of H.R. 1207, introduced by Ron Paul. It's all there, so it got passed. And now we have to go on to the House, to the Senate, excuse me. And it's up to you, and it's extremely important that you write every single senator demanding that they vote for that bill. The bill, without H.R. 1207, is disastrous. And that's why Ron Paul voted against his own bill. So you'll learn that when you see the results here shortly. And he knew that he had enough votes, so it didn't make any difference. And the Senate is next. We got to get it passed. It's a seminal moment if we do. It's an extraordinarily important moment, and we've got to get that passed. It's the only hope of working within the system. If it doesn't pass, we don't have a chance. I mean, even if you get rid of all the incumbents in the next election. So, but I think it will pass. But it's up to you to get it passed. And so barrage the senators with emails. You know, vote for, I think it's 604, but I would have to check. And so it's a very, very, very important thing. Is if we can get that and we can knock out cap and trade and we can keep the Illuminati from putting in the results of the meetings, which go on for another week, incidentally. These guys are having a long vacation. And there's people from 162 or so countries there. And they are, and that's at the Copenhagen meeting. There's a lot of things going on there. Number one, you would think that the exposure of global warming being a fraud didn't even exist. They're going along just like nothing ever happened. And they have told the third world countries that they're not going to get money from the first world, that they're going to increase their taxes by 20%, and everybody in the world will have their taxes increased by 20%. The Kyoto Initiative is over. The UN will no longer be in command of global warming and global change. It's all going to go through the World Bank. And the World Bank will legislate everything and handle all the money. And what they'll do is distribute half among themselves and use half for expenses. Because everybody in the world, if they have their way, would pay a 20% tax. And eventually what they want to do is use the carbon footprint for taxation worldwide. And they want to create a new currency called a carbon credit. So this is what they've got in store for us. Secondly, they're talking widely about abortion on demand and training people, if they're not happy with their lives, to commit suicide, especially younger people. And they also admitted that they were putting drugs in the water systems of the world that were, municipal or state-owned or whatever. And they've been medicating people, and they're going to continue to do it. One of the things they are using is drugs to reduce the ability to have children. They want to go to the Chinese concept of one child per family. And, of course, if you have more than one, then it will be aborted. They want to be able to control who marries whom and where they go to school, and to what level, what specialty that they will go into, and where people will work. I mean, this is absolutely monstrous. I mean, I've read about these things for years, and it's just